Hello, and welcome back to the MoNA Moments quiz brought to you every week during the shutdown by the Museum of Northwest Art in La Conner, Washington. This week, we learned about different styles of art with some mediums thrown in for fun. Remember, this quiz is an informal way to keep busy, test your knowledge of Northwest art and artists, and to help pass the time while we're all waiting for the shutdown to end. It's not graded, and it won't go on your permanent record. As always, you can pause the video if you need more time to answer. So grab your paper from yesterday with your answers on it, and let's prepare to learn something new about the art, artists, and museum we all love. First, this style of painting is a mid-19th century artistic movement characterized by subjects painted from everyday life in a naturalistic manner. However, it is also used to describe artworks painted in a realistic, almost photographic way. Did you get it? That's right, it's realism. Realists rejected the former dominant movement of Romanticism and instead decided to portray with uncompromising truth and accuracy the people and situations of the present. Andrew Wyeth and Edward Hopper were among many influential artists when American realism reached its peak in the 19th century. This style emerged in 1870s France and rejected the rigid rules of the Beaux-Arts, or fine arts, and frequently featured outdoor scenes. Its artists showcased a new way to observe and depict the world in their work, foregoing realistic portrayals for fleeting conceptions of their surroundings. Did you get it? That's right, it's Impressionism. Made famous by the works of Manet, Renoir, Monet, and Degas, this style featured more vibrant colors, soft, thin brushstrokes, and subjects featuring ordinary life and outdoor scenes. The next style of art is a type of art that is based on an object, figure, or landscape where forms have been simplified or schematized. It also refers to art that uses forms such as geometric shapes or gestural marks, which have no source at all in an external visual reality. Yep, it's abstract art. The 20th century saw a revolution in the art world in which artists moved away from the representational art of previous centuries and toward abstraction, which gave them independence from the visual world. This piece by Kenney is an example of finding new ways to express thoughts, ideas, and emotions. This painting medium is a mixed media technique that involves using heated beeswax to which colored pigments have been added. This liquid or paste is then applied to a surface, usually prepared wood, though canvas and other materials can be and often are used. The term for this medium is derived from the Greek meaning a burning in. If you said encaustic, you are correct. While adding pigments to beeswax is the simplest encaustic mixture, there are other mixtures that contain waxes, resins, linseed oil, or other ingredients. This technique has been used in painting since before it was described by the Roman scholar Pliny the Elder in the 1st century BCE. That's a long time. Next is a style of painting that explored the workings of the mind, championing the irrational, the poetic, and the revolutionary. It aimed to revolutionize the human experience, rejecting a rational vision of life in favor of one that asserted the value of the unconscious and dreams. If Salvador Dali springs to mind, it's because he is probably the most famous artist to paint in the style of... That's right, surrealism. Artists in the surrealism movement found magic and strange beauty in the unexpected, the uncanny, the disregarded, and the unconventional. That magic and strange beauty continues to be found and appreciated today. This type of painting allows artists to paint in the open air and allows artists to capture landscapes and views in natural light outside of the studio. This kind of art has been a popular practice for centuries and has only increased in popularity since the 19th century. If you said en plein air, you are correct. En plein air, French for outdoors, is the act of painting outdoors. Still popular today, you can see individuals and groups gathered when the sun shines, painting in parks, fields and front yards, trying to capture the beauty and light of the outdoors. This artistic style seeks to depict not objective reality, but rather the subjective emotions and responses that objects and events arouse within a person. This is accomplished through distortion, exaggeration, and fantasy, and through the vivid, jarring, or dynamic application of formal elements. That's right, it's Expressionism. Artists including Vincent van Gogh, Edvard Munch, and James Ensor evolved a highly personal painting style. They used the expressive possibilities of color and line to explore dramatic and emotion-laden themes to convey the qualities of fear, horror, and the grotesque, or simply to celebrate nature with hallucinatory intensity. They broke away from the literal representation of nature in order to express more subjective outlooks or states of mind. This medium is a permanent, fast-drying painting medium consisting of colored pigments mixed with a water-soluble binder medium, such as egg yolk. Paintings done in this medium are also referred to by the name of the medium. If you said tempera, you're right. Tempera has enjoyed a very long history, and thanks to its long-lasting nature, paintings can be found of early Egyptian sarcophagi decorations, panel painting, and illuminated manuscripts in the Byzantine world and medieval and early Renaissance Europe. This term has been used since the development of abstract art to refer to art that retains aspects of the real world as its subject matter, particularly to the human figure. Did you get it? That's right, it's figurative art. This style is in many ways the opposite of abstract art. Modern figurative art can be distinguished from modern realism in that figurative art uses modern idioms, while modern realists work in styles that predate post-impressionism. From the Japanese for ink painting, this form of painting is a form of brush writing based in the calligraphy of Japan, Korea, and China. Its medium is a blend of pine soot and binders pressed into an ink stick. That's right, it's sumi-e. Sumi-e emerged in Tang Dynasty China between 618 and 907, and its associated stylistic features overturned earlier, more realistic techniques. Its associated features include a preference for shades of black over variations in color, and an emphasis on brushwork and the perceived spirit or essence of a subject over direct imitation. It flourished in the Song Dynasty as well as in Japan after it was introduced by Zen Buddhist monks in the 14th century. I hope you've enjoyed this week's quiz and that you'll join us again next week for another fun exploration of Northwest art, artists, and the museum we all love. If you liked this video, please hit the thumbs up button and subscribe for more videos. If you can't wait for more MoNA content, be sure to check out our website, monamuseum.org, and our Facebook and Instagram.